Here at AK Windows, with over 30 years experience manufacturing and installation, we can provide you with premium and affordable UPVC, aluminium windows and doors, roof lanterns, composite and bifolding doors. We offer a free quotation on all work with our selected range of windows in grey, white and much more. We can also repair window and door locks with glass repairs too. We also supply to the trade. Call today for a free quote on 01902 421 500. AK Windows.
Are you looking for a new challenge? A chance to be your own boss? Becoming a driving instructor is a lot easier than you think. Bespoke training is provided and franchise opportunities with guaranteed results. Or are you looking to get a full driving license? Well, look no further. For a complete package from translated theory classes to driving ability, securing your freedom to the future. Contact us today by calling Ashes Driving School on 07402 362 717. Wolverhampton and surrounding areas. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Learn by taking the right turn.
MBE Bass Electronics, specialist in car audio and home entertainment. Suppliers of leading brands, Samsung, Sony, and Panasonic. We supply and fit all car audio systems, top brands, Kenwood, Bose, and we're an authorized supplier of Vibe product. Visit our store online at mbebase.co.uk and order today for next day delivery. MBE Bass Electronics are proud sponsors of Wolverhampton Wanderers FC. Call us today for a free quote on 01902 754 546 and quote Ramadan 20 for 10% off. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at MBE Bass Electronics, specialist in car audio and home entertainment.
Little Dessert Shop, UK's leading dessert franchise, continues to deliver happiness in Wolverhampton. Order from Just Eat, Uber Eats and Deliveroo. Visit us at littledessertshop.co.uk and contact your nearest branch. From all at Little Dessert Shop, we wish you a blessed Ramadan and a happy Eid.
Ready for a new career? Ready to be an engineer? Get ready, get set, get training. Become a qualified domestic gas or electrical engineer with the potential to earn up to 45k by enrolling onto one of our bespoke, accredited, industry-recognised training courses at our purpose-built training centre in Wolverhampton. For more information, visit our website gettraining.com or contact us on 01902 583 941.
It's mega deal time right now at Salsa Grill. Any size pizza, a buy one, get one free, with free medium fries. Any curries with 4 roti, just $6.99. Any single burger meal, just $3.50. Masala fish with fries or a naan, only $4.50. It's all here and much more at Salsa Grill, 27 Broad Street, Wolverhampton. Order on Wolverhampton 312 314 or online through Just Eat, Uber Eats or by searching Salsa Grill Wolverhampton.
Mina Bazaar, one of the UK's biggest collections of Asian bridal wear and fashion. Established for over 25 years, we're now showcasing and taking orders for our brand new catalogue. We have Mina Bazaar's men's bridal wear. We'll be stocking the very best in groom sherwani, fashion kurta and waistcoats. Book an appointment today and get 15% off during Ramadan at Mina Bazaar, 184 Ladypool Road, Birmingham, B12 8JS by calling us on 07970 265 956. Spice up your iftar with traditional spices and flavours from Indus. We go to great lengths to source only the best in Far Eastern flavours, with a wide range of spices, pulses, lentils and essentials for your kitchen cupboards. From our hot chili powder to our range of beans and pulses. Find our range in leading local supermarkets and retailers. Indus, the world's
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back, listeners. Sorry, Nigel, you were saying we were talking about how we're going to get more people involved. I
can't remember when. I do feel ultimately it's people's time that we need, and that's the main thing. Whether they're willing to give up time, to bring the youth into the mosque, to help on projects. Ultimately, it's people's time that's needed. But I know, Tariq, it's your show, and I don't want to hijack your show as well, but I wanted to ask you the question, where do you feel we need to improve when it comes to the mosque, parents, and anything else as well?
Okay. Just before I answer that question, I will just say, guys, if you want to call in the show, you can call in 01902 972 150. You can call us on WhatsApp 07440 420 432, or you can send us a message. Me being mid-50s now, times have changed. I mean, I've seen...
Mid-50s, are you sure?
I've seen
I've
seen youngsters growing up in the 80s, 90s, then we got to the 2000s. I certainly think there's a lot more options for people now. When we grew up, we had no options.
Yeah.
That was it, and that was all it was. You know, it was A or nothing. And now you got A, B, C, D, E. You know, there's so many more options. The world's become so much smaller. But for me, I think it's important we have a balance. Religion is important. The mosques are there for the right reason, and they need schooling, madrasas for the kids. That is very important as well. But alongside that, we need to understand our youth a bit more. We need to understand what works for them, how we're going to attract them to be community people. If they are community people, automatically they are going to be connected to the mosques. But if we don't, we're going to lose a whole generation or two, and it won't be long before we'll all have the same 3 or 4 people doing the same things in most mosques, to be fair. So it's important they are guided, and the only way we can do that is doing all the good things while they're enjoying life growing up. But once they become young adults, then they need to start making them decisions, because we're not involved in them lives no more. But hopefully we'll have taught them enough right values that when they're old enough, they will make that decision, and they will say, well, I want to be like Nadim because he's my role model, or I want to be like Tariq because he did all this for me. I want to go and do it for somebody else who's 8, 9, 10 then. You know, and that's a little bit away yet. But mosques, yes, we need prayer halls. We need areas for certain things to do the right things in the mosque, but we also need a place where, like you said, people can go. I mean, if somebody had an issue now and they wanted to speak to me and you,
Exactly, yeah.
where would we take them? It's unfair because of safeguarding. They go to your house or my house. You know, we'd have to book a venue, or we'd have to book an office somewhere where I could go and speak to him in private. But whereas I should be able to just go into the mosque and use a room in confidential, and it should be available. You know, it's part of the community. You know, the mosque's there. It's there to be used. I mean, other than Jummah, how often are the mosques full?
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, boys, shukran. Share some memories of you growing up through your projects. I mean, I know I could probably remind you of some, but...
One of the biggest one was, you know, when I went out Edgbaston cricket as a mascot.
Oh, okay, so yeah, let me just...
As a mascot? What was
No,
it?
as a mascot. So basically, the project I was running then, I got a phone call from Edgbaston saying, look, I can use one of your kids. India were playing England. I'll go out in the middle.
Test match. That was one special one.
Yeah, 1000th test match. And obviously I nominated Shukran for being one of the teacher's pets. So he was one to talk to us about the day. So we went to Edgbaston.
Yeah, so basically went Edgbaston.
Just put the mic a little bit closer to you.
Went out to the ground and with Sky Sport basically, and did the toss with Virat Kohli and Joe Root were there as well. So met with them as well. Had my t-shirt signed by them as well. Gave me a kit as well.
So you got to see some of the players.
Yeah,
You went outside into the
all
middle of
them,
the pitch
all of them.
with the match referee, the umpire.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli, and who was the other player?
Joe Root.
Joe Root. Okay.
Not special.
Can you remember if they're called heads or tails?
Or nothing.
Should we guess who you were sporting that day?
Probably England. Don't like India. I think England won the toss.
Okay.
Yeah, they decided to. I think was it bowl or bat? I can't remember.
Okay, so that's a good memory for you.
Yeah.
Well earned memory that for you, mate. Heather, have you thought of a memory yet?
Yeah, in Birmingham, where we won the tournament.
Oh yeah, so this is the kids tournament.
Yeah.
We played all over the country with the young kids, didn't we? And we used probably about 11 then, 10, 11?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
About the last over to win the game.
Okay, nice. Can you remember who we played?
It was some Birmingham side.
Okay, nice. Did we win?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Yeah. Cool. Just coming back to you, Nads, I know we've touched on things that we've done. So over the last few years, tell me if I'm wrong, but
You're wrong.
I haven't said anything yet. So we arranged a football tournament last year.
Yep.
Alhamdulillah, we had 72 participants, and the amount of parents that were actually engaged in that tournament, because we advertised it and we made sure the parents came, and we had it was probably a half a day event, was it?
Yeah, and I think we kind of arranged that in pretty much just 2 days.
Yeah.
Well,
It started with a small tournament at the way, didn't he? And he just all of a sudden expanded,
Yeah.
and then within a week we were playing an orderly with that 8 teams.
No, definitely the feedback we got after that tournament, it was something that, all the youth kind of enjoyed. They were really happy. The parents that came, the supporters that came to watch, they wanted to be part of it. And that's something that, we definitely should do a bit more of some of those. Maybe, between the mosques, maybe we can get involved and do something like that as well. But I know we kept it to kind of our local community, but there's no reason why we can't.
I mean, what I really liked about it is over the next few weeks, we invited all of them people to do the trophies and, some food back at the mosque. And, mashallah, most of them turned up. It was a busy mosque for a few weeks. And there was a few new faces in there. And that's all it's all about, just encouraging new faces, isn't it?
And that's what, like I said, that's what it comes down to, Tariq. I mean, we need to have these activities available for the youth in order for them to... I'm not saying come to the mosque. That should, that should be the reason for them to come to the mosque, because we're putting on an activity for them. But it's, times are different. Like you said, back then it was different. Now there's a lot more available, and we should make use of it. We should make use of the facilities that we've got, and we should have facilities for the kids as well.
Definitely. About 18 months ago, you probably remember the day, we took a minibus full. I remember driving for about 18 hours, it felt like.
Oh, yeah.
Snowdonia climb, I think we managed to raise about £3,500 for charity.
Was that for the mosque, or was it for...
That was for our local mosque, yeah, to
Okay.
just get some funds in for the youth activities that we were doing. So, yeah.
No, that was really good. Yeah, that was, again, I've still got those, the guys on our case, because I know we are planning to do another one in the summer, but I know that's on your head, because I think you still need to do your part on that.
Well, yes, it's on the list of things to do. Fortunately, you guys were a little bit too young then, and you didn't come, or your parents didn't sign the waiver to say that you wanted to come, but inshallah you can join in this year. We are planning to drive down to Scotland, making a weekend out of it, and
Inshallah.
trying to... Do you climb or do you walk up Ben Nevis? Would it be a climb or would it be a walk?
It'll be a walk.
No, it'd be a bit of both, I think. They said that about Snowdonia until you get halfway up and then you start climbing. Yeah, in fact, last year we also took a camping trip for a week.
Yeah.
15 young adults from the community. Obviously, we're not naming or shaming. The guys that are contributed to, but we've got a lot of local businesses involved, and the guys who couldn't afford to go, we actually got them paid for, didn't we? And what's your memories of that?
Yeah, I mean, again, you touched on we had some local sponsors, and mashallah, with the guys that we kind of work with, I mean, they've never said kind of no to us as well. So they're always willing to kind of help and support us when it comes to monetary. If there's obviously if we're short of some funds or something, but that was actually really good. Camping, that was my first time doing camping as well, so kind of really enjoyed it as well. So getting up in the mornings, just fresh air, something completely different, something completely different for the kids as well.
Yeah, praying together, eating together, just bonding, wasn't it? And it was, mashallah, the weather was good as well. So we had a good few days. So, but it's like anything, again, like just touching back, and there's so much we can do, and there's so much the youngsters want to be done, but they just need somebody to organise it for them, and it just comes down to finding them hours and having volunteers to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I said to you, it all just boils down to the time, doesn't it? I think you need to pick on Aslan now. He's a bit quiet.
Well, I'm just saying, these guys, I mean, you two especially, you've just been involved with a project with me for 6 weeks at Techno College. I hope you got something out of it, because it was an intense 6 weeks. The idea was to try and give you a bit more cricket skills, get your first aid, safeguarding, and lead you up to coaching badges. So it's a group of young adults that we're trying to get coaching badges for. So I was just doing the cricket side. What was your take on that?
I think he was really good.
Did Tariq just make you bowl at him?
No, Tariq didn't bat. He's scared. He's scared. He can't bat.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he's a bowler. He's not a batsman, is he?
Sorry, you were saying?
I said he was really good Saturday mornings, going out, playing a bit of cricket.
Well, it wasn't just cricket. I mean, we talked about cricket subject. There's a lot of fitness stuff. There's a lot of fielding drills. There's batting skills, bowling skills, and match classes. So don't sell it short. But yeah.
Yeah, some non-transferable skills you can, transfer to school, outside basic cricket.
Cool. Well, that leads me on to my next question, and this is for all three of you. By being involved in these projects, and obviously, has it give you self-confidence? Has it give you confidence to be stronger people in the community? Has it made you stronger to say, if you see something going wrong, that, well, no for me, mate, because I'm crossing the road because I don't want to be involved in that gang or whatever it is? I mean, do you think it's helped you in that way?
Yeah, 100%. Being able to speak up, when you need to speak up, and maybe saying no sometimes is the right thing, because, sometimes staying away from these kind of things is the best option, because you never know what can happen to you.
And it's all good habits, isn't it? Once you get into bad habits, it's difficult to shake them off.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, around your peers, other people about your age group, do you think there is still an issue?
Then there's a small issue, but not that big. I can't deal with. So there's some kids that are still onto the bad side, but it's not that they're that far away that we can't pull them back to the good side. That's what.
And again, and that's a key point. If you are doing something that you shouldn't be doing, it doesn't mean that you can stop. Make that intention that from today you're not going to do it from tomorrow. And it's small steps with degree nuts. It's not, you're not going to convert or change people to become amazing human beings overnight. It's just baby steps, one thing at a time. Once a week, maybe twice a week, or whatever it is, and just having that contact with them to just try to break them out of that cycle. And again, it just comes down to habits, doesn't it? Whether they're good or bad.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, obviously they're going to see what you do as well. So as long as you're good role models, they'll follow in your footsteps, and you can guide them as well.
Cool. Heather, where are you, mate? How's school life?
Very good.
And what are you up to?
I'm doing A levels.
In
Kings.
Yeah. Okay. What you studying?
Chemistry, law, and sport.
MashaAllah, good. And how's that going for you?
Very good.
So do you think being involved in cricket or some type of sport or youth engagement, do you think it was nice for you to come and just let your hair down and just enjoy a couple of hours of nobody pestering or nobody hassling you? Do you think that's actually helped you with other aspects of your life, including education?
Yeah. Yeah, coming to the ways helped me, confidence-wise.
Good. I mean, I've just had you back plus a few others because the work me and Nads are doing at the Way, we've actually been picked as one of the better projects, and there's an impact report going out nationally, and probably going to go up to government level to see what can be done with youngsters, and we're proud to say that me and Nadim have had a big contribution towards that. Inshallah, in the next 3 weeks, that will be out somewhere, so I'm sure you'll be proud when you see yourselves in that. And the reason I invited you guys back, because you've come through that project, and the kids that are there now are just having that experience, and inshallah, in the next few years, they'll be growing up like good young adults like yourself.
100%.
Cool.
I'm not sure if you want to mention some of the activities that we want to probably take place over Easter. Oh, did you not get the memo?
Talking about activities, you guys, as well as other guys that have been involved in our youth community, the last 3 years we've probably done 3 charity events. We had a very big event with some local sisters 2 years ago. We managed to raise well over £12,000.
Yeah.
I think the year before we raised over £6,500–7,000 for a local charity, and was it last year this year we raised £8,000 for the Turkey earthquake appeal?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sue Medina 313.
Yeah. So the guys, you step up, you get involved. You know, anything that needs doing, you'll come and help out on the day. And it is long days, and you're volunteers, and you've got other things that you want to do, but you know, you choose to come and help us. So we thank you very much for that. And you know, it's been a pleasure seeing you guys grow up, become good young adults, and inshallah you will be inspiring the next generation or two. So the floor is yours, guys. You can ask me and Nadim some questions now.
Just
The last
Tariq.
few minutes.
Just Tariq, not me. What do you actually? I know Tariq was putting me on the spot, but what do you think? What would you like to see a bit more of around the community, around mosques? What would you think? Because obviously you are the youth, so you know.
Obviously, we got to see more of like, you know, people coming together, you know, in the mosque praying. Because right now, you know, apart from Jummah and Tarawih, we barely get any people to read normal prayers.
And why do you think that is?
It's just that, you know, maybe for some of us it's the location that we live in, we can't make it that mosque, or some of us just be lazy and not coming. And we got to work on that somehow and get the numbers up, because we want to improve on, you know, work on these projects. We need numbers to come for it to work.
10 seconds in radio was a long time. Would you recommend, if you've seen some young adults now and you knew them through family or community, would you recommend joining these projects?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's something you can take on for a couple of weeks. Even if a couple of weeks you can learn some new skills, or something that you can take on. For example, you know, I remember when I used to come to the youth centre, we used to have talks on diet, mental health, you know, what to do. So even if one of these youngsters can take on those
definitely.
kind of topics, so it's a good thing, isn't it?
Good. And how is you? Are you still at school, college?
Yeah, I'm doing 6 months.
And how's that going for you?
Last year, it's going alright. Got exams in 2 months, so kind of stressing.
Okay. Well, hopefully, you know, you're on the right path, so inshallah you will do well. Shukran, how about you? What you still? I have to say, you're both twins, aren't you?
Yep.
But from day one, you've never been identical. Yeah. So. And what are you up to, Shukran?
Arslan, yeah.
Arslan, sorry.
I'm same sixth form at semester, doing double IT and business.
Okay.
So it's no exam work, but it's a lot of coursework.
Okay.
It's not that long.
And did you think being involved at a younger age and coming through these projects has made a difference for you?
Yeah, just a bit of stress relief when it comes to work. So you got a lot of schoolwork, you play a bit of cricket to just get your head out of it, and then come back, start again, fresh start, do it.
Cool. Just coming back to you, Nads. You probably won't want me to say this, but I know you're quite heavily involved in a Medina 313 charity. And alhamdulillah, you do a wonderful job, because we hear about it all the time, being local and being close to you. Am I right in saying you decided to go to Turkey on the 8th of April with £5,000 for food parcels, and mashallah, the donations you got quickly doubled, and now you've set yourself a target of £15,000?
Yes, I have been with this charity for kind of a number of years, and to be honest with you, I just like the projects that they kind of do, and I've always thought, I've always helped collect money, and I've always wanted to kind of hand deliver, the charity to the poor and needy myself. So an opportunity came up, and it was a no-brainer for me. Obviously, inshallah, hopefully everything goes well as well. But yeah, so that's something that I really wanted to do, and hopefully on the 8th of April I'll be going to Turkey to hand deliver people's food parcels, and also some of the zakat that they've also given as well.
MashaAllah. And I know the community have been quite heavily involved and supportive with this, and I know there's a link and stuff going around. If anybody wants to donate to you, how can they donate?
I have got a Just Giving page as well, so don't know what it is on top of my head, but I think, but yeah, I mean, we have shared it on the mosque groups, I think.
Yeah, it is on the mosque groups as well, so cool. So hopefully that goes well for you. And May
Yeah,
Allah
no, I
reward
just
you
wanna
for your
thank-
good
yeah,
deeds.
and I just want to thank all the community for kind of helping out on that. So inshallah, hopefully everything goes well.
Cool. Right. Just 3 minutes left of our show, and I just want to start wrapping up. Boys, I'm just going to go around you. Any messages that you can share that could be inspiring? Because look, the bottom line is we're not here to show off. We're not here to be big-headed about anything. For me, it's all about just trying to inspire somebody else. And even if we can inspire one more person today to do something for somebody else tomorrow, you know, then it's a job well done. So.
I've just got a question for you, Tariq.
Oh.
Like, what inspired you to do these roles? You know, help the community.
To be honest with you, my father was very active, and he was always very helpful. So no matter what anybody wanted, he would always say yes. And I guess just from there, in my early days, I wasn't not so much. But certainly the last 20 plus years, I've just got myself into a role. It all started with the cricket, being a captain for 25, 26 years now. So I was always helping others, being a coach, cricket. So I was always helping others. And then obviously I met Brother Nadeem and got connected with my local mosque. And it just sort of built from there, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And, you know, we are where we are now. And we just think we've just started something so wonderful. It'd be just a shame to stop it.
I thought you were going to say you all went down.
Oh. Any messages from you, Hassan?
Nothing comes to mind right now.
Okay. The ever-present Heather?
Nothing from me.
I'm sure you're going to. He's going Umrah, isn't he, in next week?
Yeah, inshallah.
Oh, mashallah,
This
yes,
Saturday.
yeah. Well, you're going to Umrah, the whole family?
Yeah, inshallah.
Oh, mashallah, well, keep us in your du'as, and we'll see you when you come back.
Inshallah.
Now, got a minute left, just any last final messages from you?
No, nothing. Just want to say, you know, just thank you Ramadan Radio for giving us this opportunity to come on, and you know, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. And we'll, like I said, from our side, we'll just try our best whatever we can to engage with the youth. But again, it's not just about one party. Everyone needs to come on board as well.
Yeah, definitely. And just from me, I would say, look, thank you very much for all of you coming in. I'm proud of all of you and all the guys that have come through the projects, and we do see it regularly around the community. Keep up the good work and keep us in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum.